Hey guys, Charlotte here. Today is going to be my second recommended reads. So if you haven't seen the first one, it's basically what I do is I take 3 books that I've read recently, and they're books that I really liked, but I didn't actually have enough content and enough to say about it sort of to make a full book review. So I just gather 3 of them together and make one of these, a recommended read. I made it up, by the way, yeah. And also I just want to say I'm starting school, I don't know what that was. Okay, I'm starting school on the 30th, I think, and it's my first year at a new school, so I don't know exactly how much workload it's going to be, and I expect it's going to be a good big amount. And so I just want to say if there's a lack of videos, that's probably why, and I'm gonna try to do my best, but I don't even know if I'll have enough time to read. I know I won't have as much time to read as I do in the summer, so just a heads up about that, but I'll definitely try to keep making these. The first book is Love, Inc., and this is by Yvonne. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm sorry. I should know that. Yvonne Collins and Sandy Rideout. And what it is, it's about 3 girls who they're all scorned by the same guy, like the same one guy. And what happens is they sort of meet and involuntarily they start this love agency. And they do revenges, they find out if you're compatible and stuff like that with other people. It's basically a love agency. Love, Inc., haha. And it's told from the point of view of Sahara, about their friendship and about sort of healing. There's other things that they are healing from, all in common, and I won't go into those, but yeah, it's a nice story. This, I barely have anything to critique. I read this a few weeks ago, and I really, really liked it. There was one thing just at the very end, literally in the very last chapter, there's a cheesy moment, and it's so cheesy, it's scoffable, and that is all, though. I love this. There was a ton of cultural references. This book, it was really nice, and there's a lot of cooking in here, a lot of cooking stuff, and I like that. I definitely recommend this one. And then the next one is She's So Dead to Us by Kieran Scott. Why do all these authors have hard to pronounce names? It's just me. I know, it's just me. And there's already a sequel out. It's called He's So Not Worth It, but I hadn't read this, and I want to read the second one too. And it's about this girl named Allie Ryan. 2 years after she and her mother fled Orchard Hill under the cover of darkness to escape the shame of her father's failing hedge fund, Allie Ryan is finally coming home. Not that anyone is happy to see her, especially her former friends, now enemies, who lost their trust funds in the fallout. Allie is determined to put her past behind her and make a fresh start. But she gets more than she bargained for when she meets Jake Graydon. He moved to town after she left, and while he knows nothing of her shame and certainly knows he likes her, he doesn't want to betray his friends. Allie and Jake could be on their way to happily ever after if the road there wasn't covered with some jealous and vindictive speed bumps. Because the only road her friends want to see Allie on is the one that leads back out of town. So that is much easier than me stumbling through a biography of it. And this was really good. It is from the point of view of both Allie and Jake, and I like that. I like when books do that a lot. It did get kind of annoying though, because I don't know about you, but I'm big on chapters. When I'm reading a book, if I want to stop and go do something else, I always stop at the end of the chapter. And this was, the point of views changed a lot, so that meant that the chapters were really long. There were chapters, but they were really long, and I don't know. If you're like that, then it's kind of annoying, but this was a good book. What they do at the end of the chapters, I'm still on chapters, sorry, but they do this, and it's sort of a conversation between someone. It never says who it is, and it's not mysterious, but it's a conversation, and I really like that. Okay, that's hard to explain. I hope you get what I'm saying. But it's a good book. I feel like there's not many books at all that cover like money stuff. And I know that they didn't actually go into this. This is more chick lit than anything. But I liked how they did that. I liked it. It was creative. That's what I'm trying to say. It was really predictable. I guess that's one thing. But it's not an epilogue, but in the last chapter there's a huge cliffhanger, and if you've seen some of my previous videos, you know I hate that. And this cliffhanger was like, it wasn't uncalled for. Like, Forgive My Fins, that had a really random epilogue slash cliffhanger, and I hated that. But this one, it fits in, but I still didn't like it because I don't really like it when a book has a cliffhanger just for the sake of another book. But I don't mind because this book, like, in general made up for it. I really like this. Last one is Paranormalcy. Paranormalcy. I'm having trouble pronouncing. Okay, Paranormalcy. My voice is starting to go too. That's really sad. Kiersten White by Kiersten White. And isn't the cover really pretty? Here is the bio. Evie's always thought of herself as a normal teenager, even though she works for the International Paranormal Containment Agency. She's falling for a shapeshifter, and she's the only one who can see through glamours. But now Evie's dreams are filled with haunting voices and cryptic messages, and she's realizing that she may be at the center of a dark fairy prophecy promising destruction to all paranormal creatures. So much for normal. And I really like this. There was not a flaw in this book at all. I read it really quickly, 2 days, and I hate it when I read books too quickly. The girl Evie, she's the main character, and I don't know, I could just relate to her kind of, except on the moments where she went all girly, because like there was one thing with her, she's really awesome and like she's a cool person, and then she gets really girly and it's kind of like weird. I don't know, maybe the author was drawing on their own personality, but I thought that was kind of weird. Like one moment she'd be like talking about vampires and then she'd be talking about her pink boots, and maybe that is something that just happens. I don't know. On the back, you know how it says, but Evie's dreams are filled with haunting voices and cryptic messages? That only happens once. That was exaggerated. It only happens once. I hate to break it to you. I really like this though. I liked Lend. He is the shapeshifter. And I liked how they had this huge thing about fairies. Like, you go into this book not realizing that fairies are actually a big part of it, but they are. Fairies are in it a lot. But my number one pick of the bunch would have to be Paranormalcy. I definitely recommend this to anyone who likes fantasy. I get that if you're not into fantasy, then you won't like this one, because it is paranormal and paranormal only. But these two are really good for chick lit light reads. This one took me a little while, a little longer than normal books to read, and this one took me really quickly too. So yeah, but then again, during the school year, I doubt I'll be reading as quickly as I do in the summer. Thanks guys for watching, and I'm sorry this is so long. I'm gonna work on making my videos less long, because I don't know if people actually like long videos. So yeah, thanks for watching.